So guys, what is going on? It is Yater here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 potential player ratings prediction video from me. Just quickly before I get into the video, let me know in the comments below if you prefer the thumbnail I used for this as opposed to the previous two episodes. The previous two episodes kind of had the cards kind of scattered around, but it didn't have their ratings, didn't have their pictures, didn't have their club. It only had their nation and their position, and then you kind of, you know, it let you guys have the ability to try and guess as to who I was going to put into the video. But as opposed to this one, I have got three players, 3 out of the 5 players on the thumbnail, so you know at least 3, and obviously the 3 that you know that are definitely going to be in this video are very big. So let me know in the comments if you prefer this thumbnail type as opposed to the previous thumbnails. But anyway, let's get into today's video. As you can see on your screens right about now, the first player that we have chosen for today's video is Godin. So we're starting off with a pretty big player. Also, I didn't really mention it in the intro, but if you didn't pick up on it, today's video is a Bbva exclusive. Last time I did BPL, this time I'm doing Bbva, and this is the first player I've gone with. This is Godin's upgraded FIFA 16 card. It seems to be a trend with these videos for me that I pick players who get upgrades. And this is what I have done to his FIFA 17 card, or his potential FIFA 17 card. Now, bear in mind, Godin is about 30 years old, so he's not going to get a massive upgrade. I was going to bump him up to an 88 because, if you guys know, as a FIFA, as FIFA goes, he got a countless amount of special items. He got about 4, I think. Did he get 4 or 5 informs? I don't even know. And he got, obviously, a team of the season. But, and also, if you haven't noticed, I've changed the animations, I guess. Now I tell you the overall and the appearances and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, moving on from that, I haven't done a whole lot to his attacking stats. His pace, dribbling, and shooting didn't receive an upgrade, in my opinion. His passing went up by 1, just because I feel like, as a defender, even though he only got 2 assists, I feel like as a defender, his passing is going to go up. And his defending and his physical, I've both put up by 2. I feel like Godin is now turning into one of those centre-backs who deserves a 90 defending rating. And I just put +2 on his physical because I feel like he'll deserve that. You know, as he gets older, he's going to get stronger, and he might even lose a little bit of pace. But and he also played a lot of games for Atletico Madrid. Hence, again, that contributes as to why I put a +2 on his physical. The second player of this video that I'm going to be talking about might be a bit of a weird one, but I thought I'd bring him in just to bring it down to earth a little bit, because obviously we've got Godin and 2 other big players that are going to be talked about in this video. So I thought I'd bring in Bruno. Now, Bruno was a player that got a couple of informs, and people loved to use him in the foot draft. Not so much in their squads, because, you know, he was pretty good. And he obviously got a team of the season again. This is a upgraded card. I actually can't remember. I don't think it is, actually. I think this is his normal card that he had throughout the whole game. And this is what I've done to his, again, potential FIFA 17 card. Now, looking at his stats and stuff for the year, he played more games as a defensive midfielder. So I've actually gave him a position change to a CDM, and I've upgraded him by +1. And I've also made him to a rare gold, because I feel like he deserves to have a rare gold card. Now, I also looked at this guy, and he is also over 30 years old. So the pace may not happen. Now, I don't think he'll get a pace increase, but I think he'll either get like minus or he'll stay the same. I gave him -2 pace because he's quite old, and you know, I don't know, I felt like that'll happen. I also gave him a +1 on his dribbling, shooting, and passing. Now, you might look at that pass accuracy and think, why did you only give him a +1? But I didn't actually realize that he had a 85% pass accuracy throughout the year, so I think at max his passing will go to about 80, but no more than that. And I gave him no upgrades on his physical, because, again, he's getting quite old, but he's not the type of player who's a strong player, and his fitness might go down, so his physical could even go down, but at most I think it'll go either up by 1 or down by 1, or it'll stay the same. Now we're going back to the big boys. The third player of today's video is this guy right here, Karim Benzema. This is his FIFA 16 card, 86 rated. And again, this is what I have done to his potential FIFA 17 card. I have bumped him up by +2 overall. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that'll happen. I think he'll either go up to an 87 or an 88. He could even keep his 86 rating, and they might just make a few adjustments to his stats. Because Benzema, like in the last episode when I was talking about Aguero, I feel like they don't give him the upgrades that he deserves. but I reckon Karim Benzema deserves at least an 88 rating or an 87. I've given him a +1 on his pace, defending, physical, and passing. Sorry, my voice was just dying out there for a second, and it's going. What the hell's going on? Anyway, I've also given him a +2 on his shooting and dribbling, because I feel like he deserves those type of stats. He definitely deserves 85 shooting at the least, but if you look at that shot accuracy, which, by the way, I'll quickly explain, that is basically means, if you don't know, that 28.9% of his shots ended up in a goal. So you might look at that and think, well, why the hell did you give him 86 shooting when that happened? But you got to think he scored 28 goals in 36 appearances for Real Madrid last year. So, you know, I think he deserves at least an 85 shooting. But yeah, that is Karim Benzema. Now again, coming back down to earth, I have picked another Villarreal player, actually, which is a big surprise. 2 Villarreal players in this episode. But I picked this guy, Areola, the goalkeeper. Now, at the start of FIFA 16, he had a 74 rated silver card, and he got bumped up to this 78 rated rare gold. This, again, is what I've done to his FIFA 17 card. Now, he was a bit hard to make a judgment on what I should do with his rating. I've given him a +2 overall, and I had to watch a couple of his highlights from this year. And watching that, this guy has pretty insane diving and reflexes. Now, his handling, on the other hand, is quite poor. I just realized I've made an error. That's supposed to be -1 handling, so I apologize about that. I only just realized I did that. Because he parries a lot. I watched a lot of his highlights from last year. His diving and his reflexes were on point. Like, they were really, really good, but he parried a lot. So that's why he's got a -1 handling, not plus. I apologize about that. I haven't given him an upgrade on his kicking, because in those clips I didn't get enough of his distribution to make a judgment, so I just kept it at 72. I've given him a +1 on his speed, because he's about 23 years old, so he's not going to be slow, but he might keep that 54 speed, because that's pretty good for a goalkeeper. And I've given him +1 on his positioning, because his positioning is also pretty good. Now, I don't know if he'll go to 80 rating, but he should at least get a 79. But if he did stay at 78, I wouldn't be surprised, because he did get such a massive upgrade from his silver to his rare gold in FIFA 16. The 5th and final player of today's video is this monster on your screen right now, 90 rated left wing Neymar. This is his FIFA 16 upgraded card. He did obviously get an upgrade from 88 to 90. And for his FIFA 17 rating, I feel like Neymar will stay at his 90 rating. Now, just quickly, I sincerely apologize about his appearances, goals, and assists. They're all wrong. I didn't realize I forgot to change that, and it's a lot of effort to change it back. So, call me a shit YouTuber or a bad YouTuber. I sincerely apologize, but his shot accuracy is correct. Neymar's shot accuracy for the 2015-16 season was 57%. But I'll quickly read you his stats. He got 49 appearances, 31 goals, and 27 assists. So he did a lot of work for Barcelona. And yeah, so moving on, and I'm going to stop talking about that because it just makes me look worse and worse. But yeah, as I said, 90 rated is what I feel Neymar will stay at, because if he gets any more than that, I feel like that's pushing it, because he did go from 88 to 90. I feel like if you're about 87 rated plus, it's very hard to get upgraded because it's such a high rating. And especially if you're in the 90 ratings, I feel like it's very, very hard to get bumped up, you know, even more than that. So I feel like he'll stay at 90, and he might get an upgrade later on down the track. He more than likely will, because he's been playing absolutely amazing for Barcelona since he signed. And yeah, so the stat changes I've made, I didn't give him a pace, dribbling, or defending upgrade, because he's not known to be a defender. And his dribbling at 93, I feel like is high enough. I was going to give him a 94, but I feel like 93 is good enough. 90 pace is also good enough. But with the 30-something goals he scored, I already forgot, sorry. I feel like a +2 shooting upgrade is very, very key. With his 85 shooting, 90 pace, and 93 dribbling. If he does get this kind of card, he could be Neymar's always amazing. And with that potential 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot combination, he could be absolutely unreal. And finally, I've given him a +2 on his passing. So that's it for today's video. As always, here are the 5 players and their potential upgrades for FIFA 17 on your screens right now. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to comment down below who should I do next. Or for the next few videos, I'm going to do probably just like league exclusives. So next league, I was thinking doing either Serie A or the Bundesliga. If you want me to just go back to doing 5 random players from 5 different leagues or whatever, just let me know that in the comments below. And yeah, as said, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, comment, you know, anything, even if a hi would be, you know, nice, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let you guys carry on with your days. Goodbye.